Really?
I just shot one.
No, you didn't.
I did. I just had 3 bucks on me.
They're going?
I don't know. I could see the other one of them went up to the back. I seen the one from the other day, and this one was a whole lot taller, but I could only see one of his antlers.
Did he run off?
I don't know. He was in some sage, and he was. I think I even got it on camera.
In a concrete city, and some people don't think these tobacco fields look pretty, but some people see heaven when they look around, and some people know just what I'm talking about. If you got a yard in your draw that you just can't help, ain't afraid to get a little dirt under your nails. From digging in the ground, ground turns into cash, cash turns into whiskey in your glass. And some little small town raised you right, but you're about to tear it on up tonight. You're my kind of people. Yeah, you're my kind of people.
Alright, we're rolling the GoPro on dash, so this footage may not be good at all, but doing what I can do. I was sitting at home, I didn't get off working time to go this afternoon, and I was sitting at home moving footage over from my computer over to USB drives, clearing up space, and Caleb calls, and he had come over. We had a bad storm come through last night, and he come over to one of our properties just outside of town, and he called me and said that one of our newest shooting houses that we had built got blew over last night. Like he said, drill like a tornado come through there and destroyed that. So that's where he was planning on sitting. He said, well, I was going to have to adjust, and he went and sat on a road and just followed the property line in the back. And we don't really hunt it a lot because it's just eat up with hogs back there, but he walked it the other day and said there was a lot of buck sign in there. So he just went and sat down on the ground, and I was texting him back and forth, and he had texted and said he had some few does that had popped in on him, and he texted and said just had a good buck come in, and all of a sudden he called, and he said he'd been grunting and bleating, and said 3 bucks come in on him, and said he shot what he thinks is the most mature one out of the bunch. Said he couldn't tell a whole lot about it. It's real tall sage back there, but he said it looked like a pretty good deer, and I said it looked tall, so I'm headed over there now. It's about 6 o'clock, headed over there now to help him, see if we can do some cover. Look at him.
The more I watch it, I think I'm gonna be alright.
Think so?
Come watch the video and see what you think. I don't know, I might be an idiot, so come tell me. I made a choice. So the one that is in the video with it is the one that was out there with that 3-point the other night that swapped places with it. So this one definitely looked taller in the scope anyhow, but just couldn't tell a whole lot about the rack. But we'll see what happens when we find it.
And of course we're on the baby camera
Yeah.
when we need it the most.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what we get.
I got it charging.
Dude, I literally just cleared all this cordage off too. I was putting old footage on USBs whenever you called.
I'm just so dang nervous I can't even think how to work this thing right now.
Hit a light so I'll take this out.
Alright. Well. Let's see here. Where's the review button? Alright. We'll just fast forward. So hopefully, we'll see. I hope it was a good shot. Looks like in the video. Like I said, couldn't see none of his body. Had to guesstimate, but it looked like it was a good shot. It looked like he went down right there on the spot.
That's what I'm thinking, man. It looked like he just folded up.
Well, we're here.
Y'all, I'm sorry. This footage is probably gonna be terrible. Normally we're prepared and everything's set up and ideal, but I mean, these weekday hunts, I mean, we're like everybody else. We got full-time jobs, and well, I do. And
I do too.
you work for yourself.
And it's still full time.
But we made the best of what we got. There's that old fancy IR. That comes in handy.
Yep. You see the old bog sitting out there? I left it in position so I knew which direction. I could hopefully tell right where it's at, or right where the deer should be at. So hopefully we'll get some good blood. Hopefully deer's laying there, but if not, hopefully we got good
You want to
blood.
pull on down there where you shot at? I would. Just pull on in there. We go ahead and call him that we're gonna need the truck.
Well, I'm pretty certain we'll need the truck, but I don't want to push it if he ain't down.
It's been
30 minutes.
I mean, hey, that old 7 mag, cuz you touch high pretty decently. Thing's going far. Alright, let's bail out and see what we got here.
Well, got it done. Not one that we're gonna probably melt. I was kind of hoping to finish out the season with something that beat Tide 8, but I am definitely not complaining. I feel very blessed to have the opportunity, especially getting it on film.
First self-film.
First self-film, yeah. And when I realized he was out there, he was staring right at me. I mean, the fact getting the camera on and getting it focused, then moving the gun around, you can actually tell right before I pulled the trigger, probably about 10 seconds, I actually bumped the camera. And it was a miracle that it actually all came together.
Yeah, when you got $3 on you, you're on the ground with a camera, with a gun, tripods. People don't understand, don't do this.
No, that's a tough thing. And yeah, look, just very glad that it happened. Thank God for it.
Absolutely. That's something we, not to steal Caleb's thunder by no means, but, this is, everything we're doing here is a joint effort. Whether it's his kill, my kill, I mean, people around here knows, I mean, they find one of us typically, they find the other one.
Absolutely.
And so, I mean, this is, this whole deal is ours, together. And, I mean, we got little Caleb in the mix, he's out here grinding it out. But, this, you take this deer out of the whole scenario, I mean, that ain't what we want this channel to be about. We want people to just be in the woods and not be ashamed of what they're taking. That's something I've always been big on, platforms that we've had in the past. And, this one is, we come into this with the Three Creeks with a whole different, outlook on things. I run a dog hunting kennel for many years and had it all over Facebook and social media in general, and it done very well. And, we learned, or I've personally learned things through that, looking back, between dog hunting and transitioning over to 100% still hunting, there was things that I learned over that 3-year gap of not filming at all. I took the camera totally out of the woods, took social media out of the game, and got back to the roots of it's just about hunting and being outside, being outdoors, and kind of self-reflecting on what direction you want a platform to go. And people that don't know us personally or don't know you, what kind of perspective are they gaining whenever they watch a video of you, And we're never going to sit here and act like we're professional by no means.
No.
I mean, we got cameras propped up on tripod and flashlights tilted all in the grass trying to make this work. This is what it's about, man. I mean, people take this stuff too serious, and we're all for hitting that next age class. I mean, that's one reason I'm not on the board right now. I was looking for that next age class of deer, but that's what personally gets me going. That's what personally, makes me feel accomplished, But for me, that may be a 5-6-year-old deer. For somebody else that ain't been hunting 20+ years, it may be a spike, and you shouldn't be ashamed of that.
Absolutely.
As long as you get that same feeling, regardless of what size deer it is, everything else don't matter.
It ain't about the rack.
No, absolutely not. I mean, and look, we do our due justice to try our best to let deer get to the next age class, and we see, you know, we got footage you're gonna see and have seen. I mean, we let younger deer go, you know, but this particular scenario here, I mean, when you got nothing but a neck to go off of, and by the way the buck acted and coming to a grunt call, and I mean, showed every sign of mature buck, you know, and Caleb hit that grunt, he locked in on him, you know, and you can see that in the footage, and you made the right call, man. I mean, again, it's South Alabama. We're not in the Midwest. We're not in the Delta. I mean, you hit every property line that connects in this county, and down here where we're at, you got somebody sitting in a tree or in a shooting house.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, hunting pressure's here, and you get what you can get, and, you know, we may have seen, or Caleb may have seen this deer, or we may have seen this deer in the open ag field and say, hey, you know what? Let him go. 2 weeks from now, I may have seen him and got excited and took the same deer. You know, it's just...
That's right.
It's all about, you know, that day and what you're feeling, but, you know, I mean, man, this is what it's about right here. I mean...
And look, as soon as I picked up the phone, said, I got it, Hayden said, I'm on my way.
Yep.
And grabbing the camera, and he's on his way, and that says a lot right there.
Well, and that's what, you know, that's the biggest thing out of this. 2 things, and nobody takes anything from our channel. You know, it ain't about the size of deer, because you're not going to see the size, the age, you know, the size of deer on this channel as you will a lot of others. But I think what we got here that a lot of people don't have is it's all about a deer. It's all about a size rag. It's all about an age. It's all about inches. You know, with us, it's just all about friends, and, you know, we're self-reflecting and trying to be better people every day. And, you know, you got to put first things first, and you take the deer out of it, you take hunting out of it in general, you know, being able to come out here on what good Lord created and just appreciate it. You know, that's the biggest thing. I mean, this deer right here should be appreciated just like any other deer, you know. Absolutely. Whether he's 10 years old and he's a 10 point, I mean, it's still something that the good Lord, that he created and allowed Caleb to have the opportunity, you know, to take today.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I thank God for it.
Yep. All day, every day, for everything.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna get this dude loaded up and head back, and now the fun part starts.
Yeah.
I normally work this section and all this, the good yummy stuff in here, that's Caleb's. So, but as always, thank y'all for watching. Please subscribe, like the pages. You know, again, we're just everyday working people, you know, and we're not trying to act like we're something we're not. We're just putting our experiences out there for who wants to watch them, and who don't, that's fine too.
That's right.
But if y'all do support it, you know, and like what you're seeing and can relate to it, that's the biggest thing. We want people to be able to relate to what we're doing, because this is the more relatable to more people than, you know, a lot of what's out there. No disrespect to anybody else. Trust me, I would love to go sit down in front of a 170-inch deer, but, you know, reality is we don't have it. So we just enjoy what we got, and thank the good Lord for it, and we're going to keep on enjoying it whether people like it or not. So
That's right.